Alright. We're on Cobblemon, Delta server, right? I think it's the most popular server for Cobblemon right now. And it's hard to get started. Most of the things self-learned. So here are some things that I wish I knew, and some things that you should know. Like definitely. First you could do /warp, get started. Right. Assuming you already pick your starter. You click M and you get to pick your starter, it'll show. But over here, there's the pink signs tell you what you can do or what it's for, and it tells what you can do for like money, for example, how to farm money, or frequently asked questions, right? You can also join their Discord. You can ask questions in the Discord. They have a questions channel. You will most of the time get an answer. When you ask questions in chat, sometimes you'll get like overshadowed by a bunch of people. You can also go to this Google Doc. It'll be my description, and it's also in their Discord, right? And it tells you like basic stuff, like how to do things, like what stuff does what, commonly asked questions. When I first started, I did the Pokehunts. You can either use your Pokedex, and you can go, oh, not that. You can go over here, Pokehunts, catch, and it shows these, right? Easy way to make money. It's not hard. You can do /warp to any of the biomes. Like let's say it's in the plains, you can do /warp plains, and bam, you're in the plains. You know what I'm saying? Like it's pretty easy. If you click N, you can see the name of all the Pokemons on the map. So it's like an easy way to spot them. You don't even have to be like looking around actively. You could just be in your map. And then to see where they spawn, you can click on it and it will show the spawns. Sometimes it will show like too many spawns and it will cover your whole screen. You kind of just have to infer. It's like every now and then there's a Pokemon like that. And then you can also do /warp BattleFactory. This is also a way to get easy money, right? Basically what you do is you talk to the guy. The left side is your daily, the right side's infinite. Okay. So you can only do this side every day. You have to wait every day. And this side you can do infinitely. This dude has a 3-minute cooldown each time you talk to him. This dude has a 5-minute. When you talk to them, you get low tier, high tier, right? And then you get to choose 3 Pokemon to rent. And then you fight trainers that also have 3 Pokemon. And you get to take their Pokemon and replace it with one of yours. And you can also get items throughout the battle tower. You get rare candies and money for it. What I recommend later when you have a bit of money is you go to the GTS, buy like, I don't know, you could do /GTS search. Let's say you want a Gibble. Gibble is very popular right now. It's cheap to get like a good IV one. You just want to get like a pretty good IV one. Like this one, 99, 25k, 35k. There's probably some hundreds in here somewhere. But Gibble is very nice because Garchomp's very powerful. Garchomp will carry you through like everything, pretty much. If you go to your Pokétech and you go to raids, you do the solo raid, like you do the solo. You can, but you can do it with people, but I recommend solo. You do the hard mode, and then you have a 130 to get legendary. It's like Garchomp will one-shot everything. I mean, here's how my Garchomp is set up. I have Adamant on it. I got Adamant Mint. And then I have Outrage, Fire Fang, Earthquake, False Swipe. False Swipe is just for when I catch Pokemon. I have a Choice Band, which is like makes it I one-shot everything basically, depending on what type it is. You know, you got to make sure they're not resistant to you, and make sure you can be super effective against them. All right. What you could do with ground fragments or any fragments, if that matter, is you go to your Pokétech, you do dungeons, right? You can turn those fragments, you need 4 of each fragment, into keys. And then you can start a dungeon. I think you need 4 people minimum to do it. You definitely should get netherite. Definitely. Most people won't even do it with you if you don't have netherite, which is crazy. Oh, onto like very useful warps. Like for shopping, most of the time people will like put in chat like their warps. /warp Pokemart. It's pretty useful. It's just a normal Pokemart. The only problem with this Pokemart is it doesn't sell like normal items. Nope. It sells like evolution items, held items, Pokeballs. And stuff, and rare items. You can jump down here and you can buy all your fishing gear. Fishing gear is pretty nice. Once I get the super rod, I've been stuck fishing for quite a bit. I mean, like, look at all the tackle I've got. It's crazy. A super rod can fish up a bunch of Pokemon. I think it pays itself off pretty well. Like, some of the Pokemon you could just sell. Others you can get from the Pokehunt. Sometimes they'll have like a Dratini in here. It's not that hard to catch. Or like a Lapras. Sometimes you get a Lapras, sometimes you don't. You know, like all the like water type Pokemon that you can fish up with the super rod. It's pretty easy to get. And then another useful warp that I use is Warp Garden. This place has like everything. You know, it's not like promotion or anything, but it has like everything. We're talking like Pokeball, items. Even over here they got enchants. It's just hella useful. They have a beacon here so you like move hella fast. Use like DNA. They'll have like what's here, like the category up above the item frame. Another one's Warp Garden Shop. This one I went to a lot. It's very useful. They sell pretty useful stuff. Pretty good labeling. Everything looks cool. Right, if you want to buy rare candies from here, this is the cheapest I've seen so far. I don't know anywhere sells it for 95, but it's 95 per rare candy. Not that you should need it though if you're doing Battle Tower. Maybe early game. Like they give out rare candy so easily. If I go to my house, rare candy. And then you see these like proteins and stuff like that. They will give you EVs. You want to EV train your Pokemon. I didn't mention this earlier, but let's look at my guard shop for example. Its EVs is max attack, max speed. Right? Max attack to do max damage, right? And then speed to go first. It's like one shot everything first turn. Very nice, very helpful. Another good one is Warp XP3. Okay, this is an XP farm for the Mega Search. Pretty loud. It's Pigman, enchantment table. There's usually anvils up here, but today there isn't. You just kill the Pigman for XP. But the XP will only be in Omega server. So if you hold tab or whatever your leaderboard is, your server name will be at the bottom. You see it says Zeta server for me. That means my XP will save to the Zeta server. Like if I got XP here. So you could do /RTP, teleports you to a random place and go to like a mega server with an anvil. You could just, you know, forge all your enchants there. There's also / warp enchant. You can buy enchanted gear, enchanted books here for emeralds with villagers. Very helpful. Very helpful. If you don't want to spend your money on enchants and you just want to spend emeralds, it's right here. Go ahead. I personally don't care about my money like that. There's ender chests here. Reminder, you do need a smithing template to make netherite armor. We are in the new patch, so it's 1.21.1. Yeah, 1.21.1. So just make sure you get smithing template. It's gonna run you like 100k probably to get full netherite and diamond. It's not too bad. once you get progressed a little bit, but early on it's pretty daunting. Later on you get like money easily, like really easily, just by playing. Or there's the wonder trade. So if I want to like wonder trade this Garchomp, for example, that I just caught earlier, wonder trade it and I get a random Pokemon. You can be lucky, you can get shinies, you can get legendary. Like it'll say over here, 2 shinies in the pool right now and 2 legendaries in the pool if you get lucky. Fishing. Okay. I recommend you fish in AreaZero because you can get Terrapagos. And before we go to AreaZero, you can't use the GTS in AreaZero or your Pokétech, by the way. If I do GTS search Terrapagos, they're like 4 mil, 3 mil. You know, it's a lot. I recommend going to the Flower Forest. It's just nice. And you just fish over here with a super rod. Make sure you get tackle. The rare fish is hard to catch without Enigma tackle. So you just fish. You wait for a bite. Taking a little bit. And then you just left click. So punch. To move the green bar and make sure it's on top of the fish. And bam. A useful tip is you can click R and then you can do / end battle. And you just leave the Pokemon there. You don't have to battle it, catch it, or anything. Right. Pretty useful. / warp UltraSpace will bring you to the UltraSpace place. Right. This is where you buy armor, ruby armor. Without it, you can't go in UltraSpace. So make sure you take off all the rest of your armor. Right here, you go to UltraSpace. There will be wormholes that spawn on you sometimes. Right, it will look like the portal we just entered. And once you go through it, you'll go into like this dungeon type thing. To the world. And you have to kill a bunch of Pokemon. Right. With that, you can do / warp Ultra Metropolis. And you get rubies. With enough rubies, you can level up your UltraSpace level. And then you can buy stuff. I heard the swords are really good in here. Especially the Ultra Sword. I've heard a lot of good things about it. I think it's like the end game thing. And then I don't really see many people with the Ultra Elytra. I don't know. I don't see a lot of people with Ultra Gear in general. It's kind of the hardest thing. The people you see with Ultra Gear are like the people who have been playing for a long time, the high levels. Yeah, if you want to buy a rank, you can do /buy. Or /pay. Click here. You go to the link. Bam. Takes you to the ranks. You know, they're on sale right now, at least at this time. I personally don't have a rank. It's not needed at all. But it's useful. Some of the ranks give you like /fly, increased shiny rate, and stuff like that. Maybe in the future, I would like trade up to one. I don't know. I don't think I would ever buy one. But if you're like a builder, you know, I don't see why not. I think there's /warp building blocks too. Or /warp blocks. This is where you buy blocks, like vanilla blocks. If you want to build something cool, go for it, man. You can build anything. You'll see some like really cool builds when exploring. It's pretty nice. Also, what I recommend is when you RTP to a random server, like if you're gonna build in that server, for example, you find a spot. You want to check your ping. Sometimes you'll have like high ping in other servers. It's pretty nice to have lower ping. Just try to find your name. Yeah, it's a little hard especially if you don't have a rank. Like I can't find my name at the moment. I have to like actually look. Oh, I see it. I have 0 ping. Yeah. Low ping is nice. Very nice. Oh, if you want to search something in the Pokedex, okay. Instead of going in here, going to your Pokedex, and scrolling through everything, right? Search Pokedex, search, and then the name of the Pokemon. Let's say I want to catch a Fluttermane. Right here. It tells where. I'm assuming this is in AreaZero too. That's pretty much it. I could make more videos on tutorials. I mean, if there's reached anyone and you want to see more tutorials about something specific later on, just comment. I'll probably make a video on it. But yeah, there's like no videos on this server for some reason. You know, most of them are like outdated, or they're like content creators that have like first access to the server or something. Like, I watched this dude do 100 days in this server, and he got like really rare spawns and stuff. His chat was barely moving. He was not in the server when it was popular or something, right? It's just crazy. So yeah, just holler at me if you need any more questions answered. I mean, most of the time you could just ask in the Discord. They'll answer your question straight there. And sometimes there'll be someone. Oh, gyms. Gym leaders are actual people, so watch out. They're kind of hard. You could do /GTS sell too to sell any of your Pokemon. For example, I have a Fione and Manphy in Ticketon up for sale. No one's buying it, but you know, sometimes you gotta put stuff for sale for money. Master Balls are important. At least have one, especially if you're fishing. You never know what you're gonna catch. You can catch a Kyogre, catch Terrapagos, you can catch Battle Bond Greninja. I've caught quite a few Battle Bonds, actually, in this box. Yeah, pretty helpful. Just make sure you have a Master Ball. Make sure you're all set. Before you do anything with your Garchomp, like raids, make sure you EV train it. Make sure you get all the moves. Oh yeah, you could do /warp TM. BattleFactory gives you battle points. So what you could do with that battle points, it's like 5 each, is you can talk to one of the TM dudes. Teach him a move that he needs from the TM. You know what I'm saying? Pretty useful. Really useful, actually. For example, if you want False Swipe or Earthquake. Earthquake's very big. Very useful. But yeah. Make sure you like search at weaknesses and stuff. If there's a Pokemon, a Delta Pokemon you don't know, just kind of infer off the name. Like there's evolutions. The Evian. It's a normal Eevee, but evolutionized or something, right? There's like it's Dragonon or something like that. It's dragon. It's pretty easy to infer. Some Pokemon aren't. You just have to look at it and like judge. Sometimes you'll get fully countered by it, and that's just how it is. RNG, really. Especially Battle Tower. Don't expect to win Battle Tower every time. I feel like it's complete RNG. Some people say it's a skill issue, but like you get random 3 Pokemon or random Pokemons you get to choose, and it's 3v3s. Yeah, it's pretty RNG, I'd say. And that's a lot of yapping, but yeah. The daycare. You can buy more daycare slots for 200k. Like I'm breeding Ticketon. Because it doesn't have a male, so I have to breed it with the Ditto. Sucks. I'll try to get. I to go through all these. You can sell them. It's easy. It's a good way to make money. You know, you just buy like a high IV one and then a ditto, and then you just breed them and then sell them. Slash warp zouce, I think. Zouce, whatever. Pretty useful. He sells pretty good stuff. Master balls are really cheap here. Recommend. If they're not out of stock. Buy diamonds, emeralds, gold, iron. It's really useful. You know. Yeah. I don't really think there's much else. Oh, you can do slash warp food. In AreaZero, you run out of food all the time, right? You need food. You just buy food here. You buy cooked chicken for 25 each. It's that simple. Sometimes you want to buy golden apples. It's pretty helpful. Like if you're like low on health. Some AreaZero Pokemon will put status effects on you, like poison or fire. It's pretty annoying, so I do recommend having a Gappo actually. Make sure you enchant everything with mending. Nothing breaks. It's pretty straightforward though. Slash warp held items. That's also pretty useful. Yeah, so it's a bunch of held items. In chat, there'll be events. You could do slash event shop to see all your event points and claim whatever. I don't really know what's good in here because I don't play enough events. To be honest, they're a little annoying. You don't get good. If you don't get good placement, you get like 5 event points for participating. Pretty dreadful. I'm not gonna lie. There's like 3 every day, 3 or 4. Sometimes there's only like 2 or 1. Most of the time it's like 3, at least what I've seen. But they'll be like throughout the day. Like, from a span from 12 p.m. to 3 in the morning. It's crazy. I don't understand how people do it. But people do it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You got any more questions? Put in the Discord, their Discord, or just comment it, and I might reply. I'll try to reply. But yeah, I'm fairly new. There's still a lot of stuff I don't know. So if you know some stuff that I should know, you put it in the comments too. I'll like anything useful in the comments.